Sunday. It's good old JR, Jim Ross, and Jerry the King Lawler at ringside for what might be the most brutal main event in Raw history. That's right, a first blood match between two of our aspiring movie stars. Whoever wins will most certainly elevate themselves in the eyes of the fans. And whoever loses might lose his shot at the WWE Films role if he gets beat up bad enough. Is this a sign that his partner got sick of their alliance? I don't know. But even if he did, who can blame him? The man's a legend. Why should he waste his time helping someone who's not even in the league?
Okay, let's do this. Skip this.
And it's been reversed.
Who are you?
This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment. You got that right, JR. You're not going to see this kind of action on SmackDown. Not on SmackDown or anywhere else. There's nothing else out there that can come close to the excitement of seeing the Raw superstars perform live. Talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other. They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure. We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR. All right, I will. I think this will have all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker. I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR. Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match. I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first. And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that there will be no easy feat. I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight. Oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end. No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something quick. I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech. God bless the First Amendment, JR. After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves. That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals. And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape. They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out here on a stretcher. Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable. You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat. Oh no, this is terrible. You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum. Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers. A reversal. Can he capitalize on it? My God! Will you look at the power? Chest first, right into that security barrier. That'll knock the wind right out of you, JR. These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever. No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match. You sure aren't. And that's only one of the many reasons I try to to stay out of the ring whenever possible. He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end. I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now. Oh no, I don't like the looks of this. He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out. Any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match. That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injury. And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment. Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat, come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all man. And now pay it off. Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done? Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words. I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are putting it all on the line for them right here tonight. I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR. So do I, King. I'm not so sure their issues with each other are going to be solved with one match. I hope not. I'd love to see them go at it again and again. I don't understand why you like Carlito so much, JR. What, did he lie to you and tell you that you were cool or something? I've never been accused of being cool by Carlito or anyone else, King. Quite frankly, I'm not sure I know cool if it bit me on my Oklahoma center backside. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing. What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match. Oh, really? This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this. Wow. Could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary? What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now. He's wrestling the match his way. And I think it's going to pay off, mark my words. So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR? Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE, but you've got to have a guess, right? I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.